Toronto's goaltending has been this bad. Make it 9-3 for the final score. Wow. Hey guys, how's it going? Nancy Daniels here. Welcome to episode number 17 of this NHL 22 Quebec Nordiques relocation franchise mode series, where we've moved the Arizona Coyotes up north to Quebec City. If you guys have missed any episodes up to this point, head up into that top corner of the video right now. There will be a card with a link to the playlist. And if you do enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit the notification bell to never miss these uploads. So, last episode, we finished off the regular season with the Nordiques. Unfortunately, we did lose our captain, Jacob Chychrun, to injury. So that happens sometimes, but there's not really a lot we can do, as he is currently sitting out until April 26th. So not actually that long. It's about a week with a sore foot, but nonetheless, the team is not looking bad, but they're not really in the greatest of shape either. Thorson led the team this year. We've got Bedard and Keller playing with him. We've got Raymond, Byfield, and Wright, which is still just such a nice line. But overall, the defense does look a little bit shaky, just based on the fact that we probably could look to improve the defense a bit more, but there's not really that much we can do either about it. So that's kind of the situation we're in right now. We're going to switch, I think, Ortmeyer and Dillon there. Okay, so that looks better. It's not the most spectacular, but, we're running with what we got right now. So that's how the team is currently shaped up. We are heading into this series against, it's going to be the Tampa Bay Lightning. So Tampa Bay, pretty decent team. Again, if you missed last episode, go check it out. But they are a little bit worse than they used to be, but they're not that bad either. Obviously, Kucherov is still kicking. Same with Braden Point. He's 30 years old now. Kucherov 32. So yeah, there's definitely still players on this team. Steven Stamkos, the captain, is not quite the player he used to be. They did bring in Phil Kessel and Nolan Patrick as well, so they do have some higher end kind of picks on this team still. Defense overall could be better, but of course they have Vasilevsky, who's going to continue to hold them in games until he drops off from a franchise potential goaltender. So I don't know how close this series is going to be. We do have home ice advantage. We finished with a better record than Tampa Bay, but that doesn't necessarily mean we're going to beat them in a 7-game series. So advancing just a little bit further ahead, we did have one comment from Carter Green, who said, please make sure to play in the trade deadlines, or to go into the trade deadlines, because we have not been doing that, so we will keep that in mind. But we can't really do a trade deadline right now, as we are getting into the playoffs, and I know the playoff episodes are more so just watch the content, not so much feedback. But let me know your reaction, like if say we do end up winning this series, which again, I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but say we do, we play Toronto next. What strategies do you guys think we could potentially take on if we beat Toronto? If that's not the case, then what strategy do we take on in the draft? I want to hear that in the comments. So, I believe we're ready to get started here against Tampa Bay. It looks like my recording software is a little bit laggy right now, so I might have to just give it a quick reboot, but then we will get into this. And of course the AHL is going to... Oh, Lars Lander pulls his groin. That sucks. Okay. But like I was saying, we do have a very good team in Tucson as well. We just lost Lander to injury, but we've got guys like Ortiz, Crane, Silvegaard, Gunler. Silvegaard and Gunler are definitely good enough to be playing in our current team. I would say the same thing with Lander as well. It kind of sucks that he only got to play 9 minutes before he got injured, but again, he is going to be our Class A rookie, 5th overall pick that we brought in the last draft. So yeah, let's start to get into this Tampa Bay series and see how it goes. Alright, so here we go. We're going to simulate game by game. That's going to be the format and the structure of this episode. And of any playoff episodes we do, but Quebec's kind of been terrible in the playoffs up to this point. So, first period, 0-0 game against Tampa. We outshoot them 8-11. Second period, it's a 2-0 Tampa lead. And that is not spectacular on home ice. That's not what we wanted. So let's see if the team can get, a goal back or two. Nope. Instead, they go down 3-0, make it 3-1. Ricard Thorson finally shows up and puts a puck in the net. But 41 shots and just one goal. I get it, Vasilevsky's good, but man, that is just not great. Oh, Byron Brewer makes it a 1-goal game. Okay. On 45 shots, I would expect at least 2 goals, even against Vasilevsky. But down to the final minute and a bit, Tampa on the power play. They don't convert, and we lose that game 3-2. So not a solid start, unfortunately. And obviously Vasilevsky's going to get first star of the game. No question there. Clayton Keller had 2 assists, though, as well. So bit of an interesting first game. Not exactly how we wanted to start things off, but that's how it goes sometimes. So we'll simulate ahead here a little bit further. And, we got back-to-back games on home ice. We got to perform here. So game number 2 in this series against Tampa Bay. First period, 0-0 game again. We outshoot them 11-9. Exact same as last game. Second period, still a 0-0 game. Interesting. Okay, so simulating into the third period. Let's see how this goes. Tampa seems to have gotten more shots off, but let's see what happens, and we do get the opener. Ricard Thorson nets his second goal in 2 games in the playoffs. He has been on fire up to this point. Tampa on the power play. They don't convert, so that is a boost to Quebec. Another power play. Of course, this time Kucherov's going to score. Go figure, because it's Tampa Bay, and they have an elite power play. And down to the final minute and a bit here, and looks like we are going to be headed to overtime. So let's advance again here, see what happens. We're simulating until we come down to either sudden death or game decider, but power play for Tampa, 5-on-3. Oh my gosh, we killed it off. Is that actually legit? And then we got a power play and didn't score on it. Oh my goodness, this is such a close game, and I think Tampa won it. No, they didn't. Barrett Hayton in overtime wins the game for Quebec. We tied the series up 1-1. I thought for sure we were going down 2-0, but Ilya Samsonov gets first star of the game. Vasilevsky was second, and of course Barrett Hayton with the game winner there. Wow, okay, that was a tense contest, to be completely honest. We had a lot of chances, but so did Tampa. And now we head back to Tampa after splitting the series 1-1. Obviously Tampa with the upper hand at this point since they are heading home, but who knows? We've seen in previous series and previous NHL games that there is such thing as a home ice curse where you just lose every game on home ice too. So heading to Tampa for game 3, let's see how it goes. First period of game 3, Warren Foegele opens the scoring. We lead 1-0, 9-7 on shots after the first. Second period, it's a 2-0 game as Lucas Raymond gives us the cushion there, and 19-15 on shots heading into the third period. So with the third period underway now against Tampa, they're getting a couple more shots, but so are we. Power play here for the Nordiques does not convert, but we score on even strength. Clayton Keller gets another point in this series. He's been fantastic. Power play doesn't convert for the Nordiques, but it doesn't seem to matter as the 3-goal cushion looks to be pretty sturdy. Make it 4 as Brendan Dillon gets a goal there. Not exactly the goal-scoring type you would expect, but wow, we just completely outplayed the Tampa Bay Lightning there. Clayton Keller, first star of the game, 3 points on the game, 3 assists for Connor Bedard as well. He played amazing. Wow, and 21 saves for Samsonov. So the series is going a little bit better now. We're pushing in the right direction. Keller is 2 points per game, so that is amazing. Edmonton and LA up 3-0 in their series, and Buffalo and Carolina up 3-0 in theirs. So pretty solid starts here for a lot of teams. We have been in a tight series here with Tampa. I'm not going to lie, it's been close for most of the games. The 4-0 game might have been a bit of an anomaly, but here we go. Game number 4, again in Tampa. First period is going to be a 1-0 lead as Connor Bedard opens the scoring for Quebec. I don't think we've trailed in this series more than once, and that was game 1. So, second period, there you go. We're immediately trailing after the second. Down 2-1, heading into the third period. Not where we wanted to be, but Tampa has been solid in this series, and you got to give them credit for that. But let's see if Quebec can push back and get some more shots here. We are logging more shots than Tampa in this period, but we do tie it up. Byron Potty gets it to a 2-2 game right at the halfway mark of the third. And heading into the final 5 minutes or so here, looks like a dead even game. Let's see who is going to be the deciding factor here, down to 26 seconds, and we head to overtime. So in overtime, again, it gets tense. Tampa Bay on the power play. They don't convert, but they get a long power play. Oh my goodness, how did they not score? Quebec power play doesn't convert either. Oh my goodness, this is a tight game no matter what. And power play again for Quebec, and Tampa scores short-handed to win it. Are you kidding me? Nolan Patrick pulls a trick out of his sleeve and gets the game winner. Vasilevsky first started the game there, but my goodness, we actually lost that on the power play. Oh, that's bad. Okay, so 2-2 series. I thought for sure we were going to be up 3-1 there, but instead Tampa Bay has other plans and is one of the only two series tied to a piece here apart from Minnesota and Nashville. So everybody else is either decided, as Buffalo, Carolina, and Edmonton are through. Winnipeg and LA as well as Toronto are all up 3-1 in their series, so they're looking like they should be going through, but you never know what's going to happen. Fortunately, we do get our captain Jacob Chychrun back here, so that is always a little bit of a boost, and we are going to take that without question. I'm quite pleased to have him back. He's going to make a big difference over a guy like Brandon Dillon. And yeah, Chychrun back into the lineup will make a huge difference. So, yeah, being a 92 overall elite defenseman, that should boost the team up significantly. So, heading into game number 5, we have a tied up series here, 2 apiece. And these next games are going to be important, no question about it. So, first period of Game 5. Kachuk opens the scoring, but Byfield ties it less than 4 minutes later. We outshoot him 12-9 after the first. Second period, it's a 2-2 game as Kucherov and Thorson both get goals for their respective teams. Thorson on the power play, though. So, heading into the third period, we go up 3-2. The captain is back. Jacob Chychrun makes it a 3-2 game. We are heavily outshooting Tampa Bay at this point, but we don't convert on a power play there, so that's a little bit worrisome heading into the second half of the third period. Still up by almost 20 shots here against Tampa. We seem to really be putting the shots on here, but they do get a couple shots late as they try to tie this game up, and it looks like they're not going to, as Quebec wins that one. 15 shot advantage in the game, and we only win by 1 goal. So 3 assists for Shane Wright will get him first star of the game. Chychrun and Byfield also get stars of the game for our team. And yeah, we're looking like we very well might be deciding this series here in Tampa. Alright, so heading back to Tampa Bay for Game 6. Are we going to be able to eliminate the 2-time Stanley Cup champion team here in just 6 games? First period, it's 4-1. Oh my goodness, that was a landslide of goals as Chychrun, Hayton, Thorson, and Raymond all put pucks in the net within the first 7 minutes of the period. Palat scores with just under a minute left to give Tampa a little bit of a boost, but my goodness gracious, that was an absolute rocking, what am I saying? That was an absolute raucous first period. So, second period, it is still a 4-1 game, and it very well looks like we are going to out-simulate the Tampa Bay Lightning unless they can somehow get 3 goals back, which I wouldn't put against them as Braden Point makes it a 4-2 game, but we do have a nice cushion there with 2 goals as well. Tampa is pushing back slowly, but Lucas Raymond makes it a 3-goal cushion yet again with his second of the game. And honestly, we're looking really good at this point. Not a lot of complaints for how the team has performed in this series, and having Chychrun back made a difference. So we beat the Tampa Bay Lightning pretty handily in just 6 games. Not really a question of if we were going to win the series or not. They put Korpisalo in net after, I believe, we chased Vasilevsky from the net, but Chychrun with 4 points leads the team. All right, so after that series, we will head into the next one in this episode since it went so quickly. And, well, we will take on the Toronto Maple Leafs by the looks of it. So, I'm still waiting for who went to 7. LA and Calgary. Wow, LA kind of choked that series, not going to lie. They should have been through without question, but instead, oh my gosh, Calgary got through and we got a Battle of Alberta going on in the West, so that's interesting. We got a Battle of the East going on here for Canada, as Quebec and Toronto are going to play each other too, so that's very exciting. But there are 5 out of 8 teams that are Canadian here in this playoffs, so that's actually extremely exciting. Normally the Canadian teams are nowhere close to that, but let's take a peek at Toronto. We know they're a good team. We struggled with them for the majority of the season over the past, not just last season, but over the past 3 seasons, really. So, Nylander, Matthews, Marner, that's their absolute unit of a line. Ritchie's up to an 89 as well, so he's looking really nice. Nick Robertson, again, another very good player. Even Mikhail Abramov, they've really turned him into quite a player as well. So, that's kind of exciting for Toronto fans. They've got a really solid team on their hands, no doubt about that. And their goaltending could be better, to be completely honest. They have Hervinen, who they just drafted in 2020, and that's kind of it. Holtby and Georgiev, not exactly the strongest tandem we've seen. So, you know what? We're going to jump into this. I know that I said leave your comments for what we should do against Toronto. I think we're going to keep the team the same. When Keller's got 8 points and our guys are rolling like this, like, what's his name? Jacob Chychrun has also just been an absolute unit in this series up to this point. Like, 5 points in 2 games. Like, that's insane. Other guys like Shane Wright, Lucas Raymond, Barrett Hayton didn't even match that pace in 6 games. So, keep an eye on Chychrun, as he is really not that far behind our team leaders of that first line. And our first line has been playing absolutely amazing up to this point too. So, 4-1-1 for Samsonov. He's been pretty decent. 935 save, pretty decent with a 935 save percentage. That's insane. So, let's get into this Toronto series. I mean, we have a very injured Tucson team in the AHL right now that is actually up against the San Jose Barracudas after beating the Abbotsford Canucks in round 1. So, let's advance. Obviously, Toronto is the home ice advantage team here in this series, but that's not a surprise to anybody, as they just simply finished higher in the standings than we did. Than we did. Did Tampa also finish higher than us? I don't think they did if we finished 4th. Unless they did. No, Tampa Bay was just below us by 7 points, so that's what I thought. I mean, 2 years ago, when we finished 3rd place in the league and went through the Buffalo Sabres in 7 games in the first round, Toronto knocked us out in 6. So, we'll see if we can actually kind of battle back against the team that has stood in our way on a consistent basis here in this series, and hopefully get some results. So, first period of game 1. Oh my goodness, 4-goal period again on just 16 shots. Keller gets a goal, then Sammy Blais, then Connor Bedard, then Peter Kubina, before the Leafs can even register a couple of shots on goal. They only get 9 in the period, and Pontus Aberg gets 1 there for Toronto. But my goodness, Quebec comes in firing on all cylinders after that Tampa series. All right. I don't want to filter events. Okay. Second period, make it a 7-2 game as Thorson gets a power play goal, Byfield gets a power play goal, Marner scores for Toronto at even strength, and then Keller scores for Quebec. 7-2, seriously? We're simming the third. We win that game 8-4 as we allow 2 power play goals for Toronto, but it doesn't matter as their goaltending just completely lets them down. 8 goals against. That is insane. Connor Bedard has a 6-point night, and so does Clayton Keller. Wow. That's a lot of points in the NHL regardless. And yes, don't get me wrong, Keller and Bedard are elite talents, but I was not expecting that in game 1. Oh my goodness, nobody else was even close to a defeat like that. I didn't know we lost Soderstrom. Actually, Winnipeg lost 7-5. Wow, okay, that was a big scoring game too. But as we head into game 2, Toronto has looked shaky here in game 1, so hopefully we can continue to rattle their confidence. And first period of game 2, they definitely bounce back as Nylander scores first. Shane Wright ties it up after the first, 13-8 in shots for the Nordiques. Second period, it's still a 1-1 game, 22-18 for Quebec heading into the third period. So let's see how the simulation treats us here. I mean, obviously last game we had a great simulation of a game. Power play for Toronto does convert as Nick Robertson gets the goal there. And, well, can we maintain this tight game? I would love to get a goal back. We're getting enough shots. But down to the final 5 minutes or so, it doesn't look like we're having too much success with putting a puck in the net. And Toronto seals it up as Mikhail Abramov makes it a 3-1 and then 4-1 game on an empty net. So that game was a lot closer than it looked. Of course, they're going to give Abramov second star for getting 2 goals in the last minute of the game. Like, what? The game was over already. We didn't score more than 1. So, honestly, a bit of a tough loss there. I would have liked to have beaten Toronto twice on home ice. That would have made this series seem a lot more confident for the Nordiques. But we've got to battle here. We have to battle through the Maple Leafs if we're going to do anything. So, Lars Lander is back. Let's put him back in the lineup. That is good news. Absolutely. And, oh my gosh, Silvegaard's up to an 82 as well, so that's exciting. We've got a lot of guys here that are going to be NHL talents next year, and I've got no doubt about that. So, all right. All right, the team's looking good down in Tucson. I think they're going to do just fine. They might be losing at this point. No, they're up 3-0 against San Jose. Jeez. Okay, but how about Clayton Keller? 14 points in just 8 games. Heading into game 3 now against Toronto. Let's see how it goes. Obviously, at the Videotron Center in Quebec, I would love to see a win here for the Nordiques. So, first period, make it 1-0 Toronto. On just 9 shots, we outshoot them 11-9. Second period, it's a 3-1 Quebec lead as Kubina, Hayton, and Wright all get goals. We outshoot them by 10 shots heading into the third, 27-17. My goodness, that was an eventful second period. But if we can just hold out and play defense, then we have a chance. But Pontus Haber gets the goal for Toronto. Power play for Quebec. Come on, let's convert on it. Oh, we don't convert on it. Okay, so that's unfortunate. But maintaining that 10-plus shot lead is always a good recipe for success for winning a game, and Toronto starts shooting the lights out, trying to get a bunch of pucks on net, and they do tie it up. Dennis Cholowski with 41 seconds left. All right, we head into overtime on a game that we kind of choked out. We had a 2-goal lead, and the Nordiques do win. Lucas Raymond, just 2 minutes and 15 seconds into overtime, gets the game winner there. My goodness, that was a little bit too close, but we do end up winning on home ice in game 1. Shane Wright, Lucas Raymond, Barrett Hayton all there on the 3 stars of the game. And Chychrun losing morale because of ice time doesn't exactly make sense to me, but okay. So let's see if we can try to take a stranglehold on this series, as we are up 2-1, which I don't think we were actually in that position last year. I believe we were down the entire time against Toronto. So let's see if Toronto is going to battle back as hard as they have in the past, or if we are going to walk all over them. So first period of game 4, we're up 2-1. Raymond and Fogle open the scoring for Quebec, and then Josh Manson makes it a 1-goal game. All right, second period, make it a 7-3 game. How many goals can Quebec score? Oh my goodness. Okay, so Barrett Hayton gets 1, then Thorson, then Kubina. Marner and Bennett get 2 for Toronto, making it, I believe at that point it would have been 5-3, and then Barrett Hayton makes it 6-3. Byron Potty makes it 7-3. We've only taken 23 shots. So the fact that Toronto's goaltending has been this bad, make it 9-3 for the final score. Wow. They have just absolutely let Toronto down as far as Georgiev and Holtby go, but Chychrun and Foegele get 2 more goals there. Holy, we have actually blown out the Toronto Maple Leafs. A 5-point night for Barrett Hayton is absolutely phenomenal. So it doesn't really get much better than this when you are winning games by that big a margin. That was a 6-goal difference. We had a 4-goal difference, which is pretty big, but wow. 3-1 stranglehold. We're the only team to go up 3-1 in the second round of the playoffs, but let's see if we can finish the Toronto Maple Leafs off in Toronto, and the Nordiques are rolling. So first period of game number 5, Toronto with their backs against the wall. It's a 0-0 game. We outshoot them 11-9. Second period, make it a 1-0 Quebec lead from who else but Barrett Hayton. And really, at this point, we might even make it to the conference finals in this episode, as we have just outsimmed every team up to this point, and we've done it in under 30 minutes. So power play for Quebec doesn't go. Wow, okay. We make it 2-0. Warren Foegele looks like he's pretty much eliminated the Toronto Maple Leafs at this point. And make it 2-1. They're not done yet. Matt Nieto makes it a close game. Is Toronto going to tie it? I wouldn't be surprised if they do. And down to the last minute and 40, and they do not. We will head on to round 3 of the playoffs for the first time in, I believe, it's not franchise history, since the Coyotes did make it to, I believe, the conference finals and lost to Dallas, who went on to win the cup, but we might be doing it this year. We might be going to the Stanley Cup finals with this team, as they are just absolutely crushing it. So my goodness, what a series it was for Quebec. They make Toronto look silly. And Buffalo, Edmonton, and Winnipeg are all up in their series. So how are we doing here against San Jose? We beat San Jose, all right. And we will be taking on the Palm Springs Pineapples, I believe is the team name, or something like that. Or the Pacific Palms. What's the team name even? I don't even know who we're playing against. I know it's Seattle's team, but what's the actual team name? Palm Springs? I don't know what the team name is. The Pacific Palm Springs Hockey Club. Why Seattle? What are you doing? You have Zilkin and like a whole bunch of other guys that probably should be playing in your NHL team, playing it. Okay. That's interesting to say the least. They've got Lance Allos is actually looking somewhat decent now. But really? Are you just stacking your team to try and win the Calder Cup? Because that's what it looks like at this point. The fact that we have Tucson and Quebec in round 3 is just amazing as is. But yeah, we're not really worried about Palm Springs right now. They do look like a very good team. But taking a quick peek at the draft class in between series here, Hopkins is going to go number 1 most likely. As much as I would love to get a guy like Ligo or Yashin or somebody like that, it doesn't really make sense, unfortunately. So make it 93 points for Elijah Yashin. Wow, he is having a year in Moose Jaw there. That is crazy. Okay, so the fact that he's not going to go higher than guys like Jokina or Hopkins or guys like that, like, to me, Yashin looks like the real deal out of all these players in this draft. He's A's across the board. I mean, I don't think we're going to have any opportunity to pick him, but man, he would be good if we do somehow get that opportunity. So, Per Forsstrom looks like a great defenseman as well. Offensive, 2-year ETA. He would fit nicely with our team, and although Walzer looks like a half-decent playmaker too, the other guy I'm quite interested in is Gabriel Weimer. There's no question about it. NHL ready, right around pick 30. That's probably the guy we're going to be taking a peek at for the draft. But Looks like we will be playing the Buffalo Sabres in this upcoming matchup. And again, we're crushing the playoffs at this point. We know Buffalo's the matchup, and we have beaten Buffalo before, which is something we can't say about a lot of other teams because we haven't played a lot of other teams in the playoffs in previous history. So obviously they've got Samu Kultanen playing alongside Jack Eichel. That's a scary pairing, and then add Philip Forsberg to that, and you have an amazing top line. Never mind the fact that Dylan Cousins is playing on a third line there alongside Jack Quinn and a couple other really solid looking players. Interesting defense there, but they got Sorokin to back them up, so I honestly think they probably should be playing a slightly stronger defensive group, but I mean, who cares when you've got that kind of offense available? Like, they've got Brad Lambert in here too, man. I forgot about him. Yeah, Buffalo's going to be a scary team as well, so that's going to be a fun one coming up here. So this Quebec team has already made it farther than we have in the last 5 years, and Buffalo should be interesting. Minnesota comes back and beats Winnipeg, but Edmonton does finish off Calgary, so Edmonton, Minnesota. That's an interesting series. I actually want to see where did the rest of these teams finish, just based on the fact that Buffalo, Minnesota, and Edmonton were not the expected teams to necessarily finish in the conference finals. So, Winnipeg blew it to Minnesota. That's actually really funny. Toronto lost it to us. Pittsburgh, I don't know who Pittsburgh lost to, but they didn't make it very far either. Winnipeg blew it to Minnesota. Minnesota was in 5th place, and they are actually a better team than Edmonton, so that is very interesting. We have 3 of the top 5 teams in 4th, 5th, and 6th regular season standings, so this is actually quite a strong playoff still. That normally isn't really the case, and then Buffalo is the outlier, sitting at 13th place in the regular season. Nashville and Vegas made it in, but like Seattle and Florida didn't. Ooh, that kind of stings in the playoffs, obviously, but the fact that the 1, 2, and 3 teams get eliminated in Winnipeg, Toronto, and Pittsburgh is interesting, but I do take some pride in the fact that we were able to eliminate Toronto as a higher seeded team than us when we were already in 4th place. Buffalo knocked out Pittsburgh, so they are a legit team too. There's no doubt in my mind about that. The only team that hasn't really had to prove anything yet is Edmonton. And if Edmonton can beat Minnesota in this upcoming series, then I think they prove, yes, they are a good playoff team regardless of who they're playing. So all the other teams that are here have had to do that at some point, as far as Minnesota beat Winnipeg, Buffalo beat Pittsburgh, and we beat Toronto. So this is lining up to be a really exciting finale to the playoffs. But game 1 against Buffalo, let's see how the Sabres fare against this strong Quebec team. So first period, make it 1-0 Buffalo as Gustafsson opens the scoring for the Sabres. We outshoot them 10-7 after the first, though. So heading into the second, make it a 2-2 game as Tarasenko makes it 2-0. But then the Nordiques come flying back, putting 2 pucks in the net in a row from Jacob Chychrun and Byron Brewer. 2 of the guys that you wouldn't really expect to be putting pucks in the net necessarily in a playoff series, but we'll take it. Heading into the third period now, let's see what happens here as Buffalo goes in the power play and Rasmus Dahlin scores. So Buffalo with the lead with less shots. They get another power play. They do not convert on it. Now a power play for Quebec. Doesn't convert. Ooh, that stings, especially when Buffalo was just able to convert on one. So the Sabres looking strong with less offense created. And down to the final 2 minutes, can Quebec tie it up? They cannot, and we lose game 1 3-2 against Buffalo, who we have the advantage on as far as regular season standings and home ice advantage goes, but not gonna happen in game 1. So we lose Ilya Samsonov to a fractured collarbone too. That is not ideal by any means. So dipping down into the goalie reserves now, we're going to bring Tendek up, and we will leave Lindholm to play backup there. But man, that was not what we wanted. We did not want to see Samsonov go out with injury at this point in the season. and he's probably going to be out for a while. So Philip Gustafsson, who hasn't even played a full game, is going to have to step up and hopefully make a difference here. But yeah, that's not ideal in this scenario, obviously. So we'll put Coronar in. He is going to be playing there. And, well, let's see how Game 2 goes. Did Tucson at least win? They are losing to the Palm Springs, or the Pacific Palm Springs Hockey Club there, so. All right, heading into Game 2 now of this Buffalo series in the conference finals. First period, make it 2-0 for the Buffalo Sabres as Kovanov opens the scoring, and then Eichel makes it 2-0 on just 10 shots. Ouch, we are simulating poorly against Buffalo. Second period, make it a 3-2 game as Chychrun gets his second of the series. Thorson ties it up, and then Jack Quinn gives Buffalo the lead heading into the third period. Let's see if Quebec can bounce back. Obviously, we're on home ice, and we have the fans behind us, but it doesn't seem to be making a difference as Buffalo gets a power play. A long power play, too, and they don't convert on it. All right, shots going Buffalo's way here at this point. Power play for Quebec. Do we even register a shot? I don't think we even got a shot on that power play. That's a little sad, to be completely honest, and looks like we're going to lose another game. It was a 3-2 game. Oh, Shane Wright, you scored with 27 seconds left. Oh, seriously? It was a 4-2 game. It was a 3-2 game with an empty netter, and then we scored right after the empty netter, of course. Of course, that's how it goes. So we lose that game by 1 goal, 4-3. I'm getting trolled right now, so not ideal as Quebec drops 2 in a row to the Buffalo Sabres. All right. Edmonton goes up 2-0 here against Minnesota as well, so they are looking like they want to meet Buffalo in the finals. We're going to try our best not to let that happen, but Clayton Keller's production has topped off pretty significantly. Same with Connor Bedard and all these other guys. And heading into Buffalo, we need a result here. So, first period of Game 3, up 2-0. Keller gets the goal, as I was just talking about. Hayton also gives us that 1-0 lead to start, and we get outshot by Buffalo 10-9. Second period, make it a 2-2 game as Buffalo bounces right back and is like, hey, remember us? Yeah, we're not going to let you beat us for more than a period. So, make it 3-2, of course. Jack Eichel puts the puck in the net for Buffalo yet again. 5-on-3 for God. Can we actually play a hockey game here? Are we just going to simulate every game into the ground for the Buffalo Sabres? We get power plays, they don't convert. Buffalo gets power play, it's in the net. Go figure. That's always how it is going to go in this series, apparently. And I'm a little bit insulted that Buffalo is up 3-0 against us, especially in a 5-2 victory, too. That's just disgraceful. And, well, now we get to jump it and play because Buffalo has asked for it at this point. So, not really excited that we're down 3 games in a row. We are going to have to win 2 games on home ice and 2 games on away ice. So, that's not ideal by any means. We might get eliminated right here, right now. But at least Minnesota's taken Edmonton to 3, or at least to 5 games, if not more. But here we go, Buffalo. You've kind of asked for an actual series here now that you're up 3-0. So first period, make it 1-1. Joel Armia and Shane Wright get the goals for each team. Second period, still a 1-1 game, and now I get to try my hand at the Buffalo Sabres. So here we go. Not impressed that this Buffalo team's beating us, but when you decide to run our goalie over and break his collarbone, sure, that's a great tactic for knocking out the best team in the playoffs. So, it's kind of ironic how that works, hey? It's like, okay, they have a decent team. Our team looks better. Oh, psych, they took out our goaltender. So, this is an extremely even matchup, though, too, especially considering that Jack Eichel's still in Buffalo in this franchise save. Let's see what we can do here, but we are in Buffalo at the KeyBank Center, and should be an interesting one as Rasmus Dahlin comes walking in. He gets separated from the puck there, and Chychrun's going to take off down the wing. Chychrun looking for a pass, sends it right in front. Great opportunity. Chychrun pulls it back, pass in front again, can't go. Forsberg's going to reset here. Coltonen looking up ice. Yokiharu pulls that off. Seriously, man? That actually happened? Alright, here comes Bedard. You wanna throw that hit? Are you calling a penalty on that play? You better be. We didn't get a fight again. There's a fight glitch now. That's so dumb. I think we got a roughing penalty too because they didn't want to fight us. So 4-on-4 now. What just happened? There's literally a fighting glitch now in the game. So that's really fun. Oh, here we go. Ricard Thoresen cuts back, sends it up to Edvinsson. Simon Edvinsson looking across to Soderstrom. Back to Edvinsson. He's going to fire way wide of the net. Alright, Soderstrom looking for a play. Edvinsson looks across to Thoresen, man. Come on, Thoresen. And he takes a trip. Lovely. Lovely game. I love it. Okay. Oh, man, we are just killing it today. Ricard Thoresen takes the penalty, and 2 of our best players are in the box. Great. So now 4-on-3 for a minute and 29 seconds, and then 5-on-4 for the other 30, so... Alright, not ideal. I mean, there is a lot of ice out here to play with, so... When you got a guy like Barrett Hayton who can come walking through a whole team, not exactly a bad scenario. Edvinsson cuts right into the middle, great chance. And we sent 2 guys to 1 puck, great. Oh, Cousins, that was a great chance. Who is in net? What's the call there? Interference, hey? Barrett Hayton, interference. You're kidding me, right? 5-on-3? Seriously? Or no, it's 4-on-3 because they still have a guy in the box, but this is going to be a consistent 4-on-3. Buffalo, hometown calls. Way to go, ref, hey? You're just crushing it today. By crushing it, I mean absolutely ruining the series. Connor Timmins gonna hold on to the puck here. He's cycling down low. That pass doesn't go through, of course. You're kidding me, right? That really went through. Alright, here comes Lucas Raymond. He's gonna walk in and fire. That's a good chance, but doesn't quite go. Oh, Timmins, how did you get caught so bad on that play? Gustafson over to Raymond. Lucas Raymond looking for a pass right in front. There's a good try. Oh, that's a good turnover, though. Soderstrom shatters a stick on the play. That's great. Change up, Soderstrom. Holy crap, buddy. We're sending that thing all the way down the ice because at least now it's a 5-on-4 for a minute and a half. You're kidding me, right? Kovanov just pulled that move off and walked through 4 guys? Seriously? Oh my goodness. Alright, here comes Raymond. He's going to shoot. There's a good chance there. Raymond throws a decent cross check too, but... Alright, that was unfortunate how many penalties we just took, but fortunately we haven't paid for them yet. And that's a big yet, as this game is still very much going on. But Connor Bedard, Byron Potty out there. Interesting combination. Eichel gonna get pinned off there. It's a decent play. Byron Potty driving down the wall. He's going to stop up. Good play. Right in front there, Connor Bedard trying to fire a shot home. Can't do it. Now Brad Lambert turns it over. Good spot too. Byron Potty gets hooked beyond belief. Good interception. Oh, nice trip too. Alright, 4-on-4 for 30 seconds, and we'll get a minute of power play time. Alright. Brad Lambert just gets beat. He was gonna get skated around there, but Byron Potty draws that penalty, and that's perfect. Alright, Dahlin gonna try to outskate Ortmeyer here. Tries to find his guy up the middle, can't do it. Nice pass right in front to Shane Wright. He can't find that though. Alright, now Philip Forsberg walking through, puts his team offside. Alright, so Quinton Byfield up there in hits, but this is still a 1-1 game. We need the lead here, so 3 seconds left and we will have the power play as Hayton will come out of the box. It's just been a lot of penalties in this game too, so. Alright, that's a good pass up to Thorson. He's going to shoot. That's a great shot. Man, come on. Alright, we get Connor Bedard out here. Here comes Bedard. He's flying in. He's going to shoot up high, and Sorokin read that the whole way. Alright, so we're not going to take a fight here because I would like to keep Quinton Byfield on the ice. So, let's see. Ortmeyer's out there now. Byfield's got great face-offs, so. Byfield loses it, but he does knock that puck down. Good try here. Byfield looking across. Can't find it. Thorson right there. Of course Hannafin's going to get the clear, even though he had the worst position. Alright, here we go. Now Byfield coming up the wall. He's going to get bumped but not knocked off the puck. Quinton Byfield power move, just missed it. Now Ortmeyer looking across. Clayton Keller sends it to Byfield. He's going to fire off the backhand, but good try. Alright, so I mean, we haven't played poorly by any means, but it would be really nice to actually convert on a power play. 37 seconds left. Barrett Hayton does win the draw. Soderstrom tries to fire that through traffic. Barrett Hayton now tries to fire through the slot. That's intercepted. Alright, here comes Chychrun. He's moving. Jacob Chychrun looking to set up. And he sends it back to his own point. Way to cover that one, Hayton, hey? That was real good looking. Alright, here comes Shane Wright turning on the Jets now. What was that drop pass? Seriously, that was supposed to be a one-player drop pass, not a pass over to Dylan Cousins. Jeez, okay. Lucas Raymond's moving now, though. He's going to go for the spin move over to Hayton. Barrett Hayton, good try. And Buffalo's moving the puck really nicely, I have to say. Holy, take a penalty, man. Seriously, like, there was no penalty on that play? Brad Lambert completely, like, jams his stick into Barrett Hayton's arms, and there's nothing. And then Barrett Hayton gives him one whack and gets a penalty. Jeez, man. That's not very fair officiating. Honestly. I'm not impressed with the Buffalo refs at all here today. They have been hometown in this game so hard. Jack Eichel now up to Lambert. That should have been a goal. Let's throw this one up. Byron Potty's about to murder Tarasenko. It's a good pass over to Lambert. Edvinsson looking for a play, finds Byron Potty. He's going to walk in and shoot. Decent play. Clayton Keller doesn't even stand a chance in that battle. Nice pass to Brewer. Byron Brewer comes down the wing. Can't find the play. Centering it. 3 guys there. No chance, really. Great battle, though, from Simon Edvinsson as he outplays... what's his name there? Outplays Brad Lambert. Now Edvinsson looking around for a play. Over to Keller. Shoot the puck, Clayton Keller. Holy. Jack Eichel gets domed on that play, too. Great battle. That's not what we want. Not right there anyways. Okay, you know what? If Brad Lambert wins one more frickin' battle, I'm gonna lose it. He's such a bad player. Oh, Quinton Byfield into the middle. Great opportunity there. Oh my goodness. Dylan Cousins gets bumped off the puck. Kovanov tries to walk through 4 guys again. That's a hook. That is a hook in that position. Oh my god, if Kovanov scores right there, I am not going to be impressed. Alright, so here comes Hayton down the wall. Barrett Hayton. Not going to get past his guy, of course. Forsberg taken off with the puck. Very skillfully there. Alright, here comes Shane Wright now. Shane Wright cuts back, looks for a new position, cuts into the middle, can't get it done. We just killed Kovanov. Here comes Byfield, he's going to tee one up. We are just jamming chances here and cannot seem to find the net with 5 minutes left. It's been a good game regardless. There have been lots of opportunities, but my goodness, we just cannot seem to put a puck in the net. Connor Bedard loses yet another face-off. Tarasenko going to get the interference to try and separate space there. Now big battle right out in front. Oh my goodness, what is going on? That's not okay. That should be another fight, but it's not. Thorson right up top, good chance. He throws pucks on net like that. We're gonna reset. Look for a chance. Thorson comes walking right through the middle. Nothing there. Oh my goodness, we almost poked that into the net. They're gonna go for the dump in here with a minute left. Dude, what was that pass? That was so bad. Alright, here comes Thorson again. Card Thorson gonna tie one up. Oh my goodness, man. Nothing there, really. Thorson right in the slot. Come on, boys, let's find something. Oh my goodness, we have had so many opportunities. And Jack Eichel, yeah, 41 seconds left. The game hates us. You're kidding me, right? 41 seconds, that's Buffalo's best chance of the entire game. Oh, you stupid frickin' sim engine. So scripted. I can't stand it. Lucas Raymond, right there. Byfield missed it. Come on, Keller, find a spot. Right in front, Lucas Raymond. How do you not finish that? And the cross-net pass doesn't go. Of course. You're kidding me, right? We just got swept by the Buffalo Sabres. Seriously? That was a disgrace. That was an utter disgrace to the Quebec Nordiques franchise. That was terrible. I can't actually believe we did that, but I kind of can at the same time, so. Seriously, we actually just lost that. Call them the Buffalo Cheaters, because, you know, you want to run over and injure our goalie, sure. Break his collarbone. Yeah, great. Great way to make it to the Stanley Cup Finals, to just get swept by Edmonton. So, at least we would probably put up a fight against the Oilers. That was sad. Alright, so as you guys can tell already, I'm not impressed by that at all. Buffalo did not have any means, rights, or ability to beat us 4-0, and they did. So good for them. I sure as hell hope the Oilers sweep them, because they're not that good a team. And that's probably what's going to happen, out of all honesty. I would not be surprised. Make it 3-0 Edmonton. There you go. Bye-bye, Buffalo. You don't deserve to even be there. Give the Oilers the cup already. Oh, come on. Oh, and now Samsonov's back. Isn't that convenient, considering that he got his collarbone shattered by the Buffalo Sabres, or should I call them the Buffalo Cheaters? But, oh well, you know, it is what it is. The game's going to absolutely screw you over at certain points and times in the series, and that is exactly what happened to us. So, don't get me wrong, this Quebec team is absolutely good enough to contend for, if not be playing for, a Stanley Cup on a consistent basis. But, go figure. The Oilers win the cup, and the Pacific Palm Springs Hockey Club wins the Calder Cup this year. So we lose to teams that go on to, well, Palm Springs obviously beat Tucson, and then Edmonton beats Minnesota and goes on and beats Buffalo. So we lost to what I would call the second best team in the league in the Buffalo Sabres, which is not exactly what I believe, but it is what it is, right? Like, we can't really control the game when it's going to score with 41 seconds left, sorry. But yeah, that was just that's not how things are supposed to go, but they did. So, yeah, that's fun. And by fun, I mean, really, we actually just lost to those guys, but Tim Bodie, Safronov, Manderville, a bunch of guys here actually shooting up pretty significantly in ratings. How about a 67 rated Lucas Powell putting up, 111 points in junior for Everett? That's insane. We also got a 75 rated Mike Georgievich. I almost said Peter Kubina. Georgievich looks like the goalie of the future for this team. Not much to question there, really. And then our most recent draft picks just didn't turn out so well, unfortunately. Look at all the X factors on Williams. Holy, I didn't even realize he had those. But Darren Thorne up to a 61, Winquist up to a 62. And for some reason, guys like Ian Crane just decide, I'm not going to grow at all. So it is what it is, but that's how the team is shaping up. And honestly, we probably should have been in a better spot there, as this Nordiques team just unfortunately gets let down by the sim. But that's where we're going to wrap it up. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to go down below, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit the notification bell to never miss these uploads. And of course, make sure to drop comments for what you want to see happen in the upcoming draft. Obviously, I think there's a very split decision based on, do we continue to try and trade up for players and picks that we don't necessarily need, or do we try to keep it more realistic, don't make trades unless they're like offered or they make a lot of sense, or players are on the block or things like that. Like, I want to hear that from you guys, but yeah, that's going to be it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you next time.